Hello guys, very short video today to discuss about a new project you've probably seen on Q42. So first thing, I did a small thread. You have my Twitter link in the description about why is it very important to have like some early stage exposure in your portfolio. So I just added like few, I would say, things to make you started with Q42. I think the most important thing is like, it do takes time to build like kind of like a VC portfolio, because when you invest now in those companies, it will probably pay off in like 3, 6, 9 months. So it do takes time. So that's why it's very important to spend time. And what I was telling to a friend is like, you should try to invest in a crypto company like every 1 or 2 months, just to get the ball rolling and everything. But to add a bit more context, we are in July. I think it's a very great time to allocate to projects. So it's the same thing, you know. When markets are down, it's more interesting to invest, and when markets are up, like, you know. So with Q42, it will be a cool thing for you to start VC. I think we have a TG season, so a bunch of projects have delayed their listing. For example, Cocody delayed from like June or July to most likely September, October. That's why, you know, it's always up to the project to know when they will list. But trust me, you know, they will always list when they think they have the best, I would say, I don't know, marketing news for the project, and best market conditions to really optimize, you know, the listing event, because every project have only one listing in their life. And then I added a few things. The most important one is like stop buying random altcoins. Like I have some friends who are like not like scared of like throwing up like thousands of dollars, even like, I don't know, 10K a month, like in random altcoins. But in VC, they're like, oh, very, very reluctant to do that. So I don't really understand. So I think you need to have like this switch in your brain when you're like, okay, I don't understand the risk reward of that. Why is it important and everything? And also like to understand, I think with this, you will better understand your exposure in crypto. And that's why we're going to discuss about the project, like the next project. So yeah, feel free to have a read. Feel free to add me some comment, to send me some DMs if something is not clear or whatsoever, or if you want me to do some content on a specific subject. So today we're going to chat about RIVALZ. So have you seen it yet? I don't know. So AI-driven, DAPIN-based roll-up. So it's a very interesting one. And I'm going to explain a bit why I invested into RIVALZ. I think the first thing is like, I was looking at more AI and DAPIN in my portfolio. So I was like, you know, it's a good fit. Then I didn't have much exposure to Dimension, Celestia, all these big projects, because I don't hold like the tokens, you know, in my portfolio, and I haven't done VC yet on this ecosystem. So I think it's a very cool one in terms of diversification, and also it will force me to explore like an ecosystem that I'm not a specialist in, just to better understand it and to make sure like I'm not missing something. Then of course, like a very big green flag for me is like, they had some guys asking them about some deals, and they say no, which were like very predatory deals. And that's, I think, the most important thing in crypto is like there is no shortcuts, and projects who do take shortcuts will pay it off. We pay it like later on. So that's the most important thing. And I think also what's cool is like they have been building quite fast. No matter the market conditions, they are building. So that's a pretty cool thing. That's not a project like I'm overhyped by, but I'm like, you know, I don't know, it makes sense for me to take it, and I would rather buy this project rather than buying, I don't know, some random altcoins, or just like invest into like, for example, Dimension or Celestia, because I think the risk reward is not the best. Even though like in trading wise now, in July, it starts to become interesting. I think if we wait a few days, few weeks, we'll perhaps have some good trading, I would say, setups. But these are trading, not investing. And in terms of investment, I don't think there is much to do. So yeah, now let's talk a bit about RIVALZ. Probably we'll do another like video and a thread about RIVALZ to explain it a bit more into details. So they have a testnet live now. I'm running a node because I wanted to like do to test everything, you know, they were showing kind of. So pretty cool. Yeah, you can see they are very active on socials. I think it's one of the biggest strengths is like they really understand socials in crypto, which is something not that easy, to be honest, no matter what people say. So that's a very big thing. And then when it comes to like the narrative or what they are playing and everything, I think it's kind of like hard to read on, and I don't want to get too much into details. But the main thing is that's why they have the AI thing, is like how can you use the for example, give them computing power or like storage power to like kind of like help the networks when it comes to data and everything, which is linked to AI and all these kind of things. So it's also the same thing, you know, when it comes to having some dipping and AI everywhere, is like, is it really AI, or is it just like the fact that people can build like AI agents, you know, on these on this app and everything. But here, I think they are using it the proper way, so that's pretty cool. So they have a testnet running. I think if you go to node to Riz, I don't know if it's another website, but you can definitely run a node just using a virtual machine and everything, which is pretty cool. The setup is not that hard and everything. But yeah, I think this video is a bit different because I wanted to show that investing in a company is not only about being convinced about the tech or super bullish about something, you know. It's also at some point like understanding the risk reward and show me something better than this, you know, at this time. And there is a bunch of opportunities, right? But just having this in mind and very clear. And you can be bullish on a project because of like something of like one of the founders, stuff like that. And that could justify like investing in a company. But I will do a thread about RIVALZ and why I invested into it with like a bit more details here. But that's it. That was it. Guys, make sure to really, really read this thread. Very important one. Accumulate USDT, be careful to what you buy, where you allocate your money, do due diligence. Feel free to reach me out. If you see an opportunity, like a project you want to invest in or whatsoever, to ask my opinion, you know. I have most of the deals, like access to most of the deals, so I do have just an opinion on them, you know. Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right, but perhaps having my opinion will help you like figure out the best decision. But again, like not a financial advice, do your own research and everything, GIR, and see you soon for another video. And follow me on Twitter. Yeah, follow me on Twitter.